Today, we're going to take a look at some of the best high yield savings accounts that are out there in the market today. Are you interested in finding out how much more money you could be making by utilizing these high yield savings accounts? Well, if you want to know this information, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, tap in. Let's get into it. Why should you take a look at some of the savings accounts that we're going to talk about today? Because the normal savings account has a 0.45 APY, and the high yield savings accounts that we're going to talk about today have 4 to 5% APY. APY simply means annual percentage yield. So let me give you an example so that you can understand the difference between the normal savings account and the high yield savings account. If you take $1,000 and put it in a normal savings account with 0.45 APY and you hold it in there for an entire year, at the end of the year, you would have $4.50. If you take that same $1,000 and put it in a high yield savings account with 4 to 5% APY, at the end of the year, you would have $40 to $50. Do y'all see the big difference? $4.50 versus $40 to $50. That is the difference between a normal savings account and a high yield savings account. And so, what I would like to do is take a look at a couple of high yield savings accounts that are yielding these kinds of returns so that it can be a benefit to you. So, let's hop into the first one. The first high yield savings account that we want to talk about today is the American Express high yield savings account. American Express is currently offering 4.1% APY on their high yield savings accounts. I think that this is a great high yield savings account to get involved with because American Express has been a long-standing financial institution. And some of the other benefits that come along with opening one of these accounts is that they don't charge you any fees to open up the account. You don't have to pay any monthly fees for having this account, and there's no minimum deposits for this high yield savings account. I think that's great because, as many of you know, and I know personally, there are certain accounts that require you to have a minimum deposit, and they also require you to have a minimum amount in there for the entire month in order for you not to be charged monthly fees. So it's great to not have those fees associated with this account so that you can just make more money on your money. And so I think you should take a look at the American Express high yield savings account because I think it's going to put a lot more money in your pocket. So, what do you think about the information that we've shared so far? Do you see the difference between a normal and a high yield savings account? Do you see that Amex is probably a good one to get involved with? I like to know your thoughts down in the comment section. Let's go ahead and start a conversation so that we can help each other get better financial lives. All right. And while you're down there talking, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button? Go ahead and start sharing. Go ahead and subscribe or follow. And if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you can be alerted every single time we drop a new video. We appreciate you guys' engagement in advance. Now, let me give you another good high yield savings account. The next high yield savings account that we want to talk about today is the Apple high yield savings account. Apple is currently offering a 4.1% APY on their high yield savings accounts. Now, I just want to quickly state I am well aware of the relationship that they have, that Apple has between Apple and Goldman Sachs, and it's apparent that their relationship is going to end pretty soon. Apple and Goldman Sachs have partnered together to do the Apple Card and do these Apple savings accounts. And so the accounts are backed by Goldman Sachs. And so even though the relationship is going to be ending, we're not sure who's going to take the place of Goldman Sachs or how that's all going to work out. I would encourage you currently, if you have the Apple Card and you get that daily cash back on your Apple Card to move that cash to the high yield savings account that Apple offers. It only makes sense. And so if you currently have an Apple Card, open up a high yield savings account so that you can start getting that 4.1% on the money that you're accruing from your daily cash, because you can also deposit more money in the high yield savings account through the bank that you have connected to your Apple Card. Okay. And so that 4.1% is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And like I said in the previous one, that 4.1% is on the high end for accounts that are available for you to get today. So the Apple high yield savings account is another good one if you have the Apple Card. And if you don't have the Apple Card, I appreciate you guys for hanging around because I'm about to give you another one. The last high yield savings account that I want to talk to you about today is the SoFi high yield savings account. Now, the SoFi high yield savings account is currently offering a 4.3% APY. So it's higher than Amex and it's higher than Apple. And so I want you to take a look at this one because I believe this one would be a good one, because it also does not charge a monthly fee. It also doesn't charge that initial fee to open the account, and there's no deposit minimums for you to get that 4.3 APY. SoFi has come on the scene and they have been offering a lot of good products for people. And I think SoFi is another good bank that you should park your money so that you can get that 4.1 annual percentage return, or excuse me, 4.3 annual percentage return. Okay. And so, what I also want to tell you is because I have an account with SoFi, and the thing that you must have in order to get that 4.3 is you must set up a direct deposit with your account that you set up. Because if you don't set up a direct deposit with SoFi, then that 4.3, you won't be eligible for that 4.3. It'll be lower than 4.3. Now, the good thing for me is that I'm still getting more than what a normal savings account would be because I don't have a direct deposit set up with them, because I just put money in there on a monthly basis. And so, because I don't have direct deposit, I am currently getting 1.5% on my accounts simply because I don't set up a direct deposit. And so I'm saying that for most people, because most people do set up direct deposits with their jobs and things of that nature. And so getting 4.3 will be easy for them rather than for somebody like me. And so you must have a direct deposit in order for you to maximize and get that 4.3%. But like I said, even though I don't have that direct deposit set up, I'm still getting 1.5%, which is better than putting it in a normal savings account where it's getting 0.45 percent. All right. So SoFi is a good account for you to look into. One last thing that I like to share with you guys concerning the accounts that we talked about today is that they are all FDIC insured, which means your money is covered for up to $250,000. All right. And that's important when understanding the high yield savings accounts. All right. So, what do you guys think about the accounts that we shared today? Do you see the importance of understanding the difference between a normal savings account versus a high yield savings account? I'd like to know your thoughts down in the comment section. Did this video help you? And are you now interested in moving your money to a high yield savings account? Let's start talking about it down in the comment section. And if you're interested in any of the accounts that we've talked about today, we're going to place the links in the comments and place the links in the description for all the accounts that we talked about today so that you can read up on them and potentially apply for these high yield savings accounts so that you can start making more money on your money immediately. All right. So check the links in the comments and check the links in the description. All right. So that you can go ahead and get started. We appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. We appreciate you guys for engaging with this video. And like always, we'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Peace.